In my birthplace of Abaco, Bahamas, today is the 17th. That's my taxi number, lucky number 17. On this day, the 17th day of February 2021. Kai Mills, all I'm trying to do is to educate my people, Bahamians. They're the only horse that I have in the race running for North Abaco in the upcoming election. But it's going to be interesting. The past two elections, there has been no money spent like the money that they spent, $25,000. If the PLP have a party on Friday, definitely would follow on Saturday. That's $50,000 every weekend when they decide to have a party in the mud and the peace. And the parties didn't even know who could vote and who could not vote. But this is going to be interesting. There is no person that of Haitian descent have any reason at all to vote FNM. Kai Mills is your best choice. I have grown up on Abaco. I spent my childhood playing basketball at the Marshall Park that we have to pass through the mud. At that time, there was not one building in the mud 35 years ago. Zero. Nothing. This government, the first money that they spent not to build one home for anybody in the mud or anywhere else that was destroyed by Hurricane Dorian. The first money this FNM government spent was to put a 7-foot fence all around the mud and the peace. Just how the FNM lock y'all out. Remember, election is coming. And you're going to hear all the promise. Darren Henfield and them going to make sure that some of y'all get citizenship. But make sure, remember, after Hurricane Dorian, they lock you out. And they continue to keep a lock on the mud and the peace. So tell me, everybody's talking about the Haitian problem that we're having or had in Abaco. This government had an opportunity to fix it. The first government in over 40 years, this FNM government had a great opportunity to fix it. But what they've done is to escalate it. They have created many muds and pigeon peas. Tell me, Dr. Minister Darren Henfield, Minister of Immigration, what do you expect and where do you expect 5,000 plus people to go? It is reported that the cell site in Marsh Harbor that records telephone, they had over 12,000 calls a day back and forth coming from the mud and the peace. 12,000 calls, thereabouts. So the numbers that the minister gave before Hurricane was way off. But this government had an opportunity to regularize and to fix this problem, making land available for not illegals, for Bahamians. So if you have 2,000 Bahamians, 3,000 Bahamians, because everybody in the mud was not all illegals. There was about 2,000 to 3,000 that was legal. Not only were they legal, These brothers have already went to college and got their college degree. But nobody made the land available for these Bahamians once they got the degree, so that they come right back to where they left when they went to college. So why vote F&M? They will make all sort of promise, but remember, after Dorian, the first money that they spent was to lock the legal Haitian descendant out of the mud. And today, 1 year and 7 months, they have not made it possible for Bahamians of Haitian descent to buy property. Kai is doing videos of where they are, and I saw the homes that they're building, so they got the money, but the government never made the land available. Y'all vote for Kai. I'm gonna fix this. I'm not gonna tell Darren Henfield and Dr. Minnis how to fix it. They're not gonna use my brains to try to fix what they have caused to escalate into many Haitian communities. Because people have to live. If they were to regulate it, it would have been done in decency and order. But they didn't think anything about the voters after the hurricane. Now, less than a year, watch how they act and react. But I'm appealing to everybody that could vote, that was in that mud and got locked out. Y'all vote for Kai. There's no reason to vote for Darren Henfield nor the F&M government. They are so bad that they left the material that they could have given to people that they locked out, and Bahamians, they let it rot and rot and rot and continue to rot for 6 months in the pine fields. Today, they are giving the woods, the material to out to their favorites. Nobody, they can't even advertise of them giving it to somebody, because who they giving it to don't want their names called, but it is the people's material. So I'm asking everybody that has a passport and they can vote, help Kai Mills to get rid of this uncaring, heartless government. They never had a heart for you during the storms, before the storm, nor after the storm. Remember, if it wasn't for Kai Mills and my bravery to go at the trailers when I was threatened by the fence force and police to be locked away, just because I was drawing attention to our deads 9 months in the back of building like animals. This F&M government never cared about you while you were dead. Now that you are alive, they still don't care. They will only care coming up to the election and asking you to vote F&M, showing you the 2 fingers. Make sure that they only get 2 seats. These 2 fingers that represent only 2 seats that they will get in the next election. Do not pay any of them mind. They don't care. It is sad that after 17 months, Bahamians are still living in cars, still living in tent, still living in the bushes, got to hide their pride and go and build in the bush, and they are Bahamian citizens. This government has never cared, will never care, and do not care about Abaconians, Bahamians, nor less illegals. They have not shown that they care about us after the hurricane. Not one. This is going down in history in the record book. Not one single home has been rebuilt by this government that have received billions from the international community. Not one house. 17 months. Not one house. So make sure, North Abaco, the Mud and the Peace, that they receive not one vote. Kai is a reminder, and to remind you, it will be nonsensical for you to give the F&M government one vote for the way they have treated Bahamians after the storm and continue to treat us like we are foreigners in a strange land. You vote for Kai, and don't be ashamed and don't be shy. Be proud to say that you will finally have a voice in the Honorable House to speak on behalf of you and somebody that would be your servant, a servant for the people. In a time like this, we need the voice of Kai Mills because Kai cares. That is why I am here. Vote for Kai and don't be shy because Kai cares. That's why he's still here.